I love to include vintage-inspired touches in the guitars that I build. I've got a real soft spot for single-ply pickguards, and I love Bakelite knobs. But in other areas, I'm all for breaking from tradition, if it makes sense. Take, for example, Fender rear string ferrules. I'm not a fan of these. I wonder why Leo Fender used these in the first place. I've read several reasons over the years for why he used them. Some say that he used them because it turns the whole body into a tailpiece, and that makes the body more resonant. Some people have said that because there are 6 of them, it allows each string to resonate separately. I'm not sure if any of those are true, but I'll tell you what my theory is. I think Leo came up with a cheaper, easier to manufacture alternative to Gibson's stop tailpiece. His focus was on making guitars affordable and easy to repair for working musicians. At that time, compared to machining a complex part like a stop tailpiece, turning ferrules on a lathe from readily available metal rod stock was much easier. Way back when I wanted to build my first Telecaster, I knew I definitely wanted a Tele-style bridge, but I spotted immediately that the ferrules were going to be a problem. They seemed to me like they'd be difficult to line up perfectly, and the idea of pressing them into a perfectly painted body seemed like a recipe for disaster. So the solution I came up with was to invent a single-piece block to replace all 6 ferrules. Of course, I later realized I wasn't the first one to come up with that idea, but I was really proud of my string retainer blocks. I originally made them out of brass, shaping them caveman style with just a file and a belt sander. This is probably one of the first ones I ever made. These days, I make them from wenge or other exotic hardwoods. They're just as strong as the brass versions. I like the wood version better than the brass version because it's a little bit less flashy and I can get a much tighter fit than I could with the brass one. I got an email from a customer named John, and I won't read you the whole thing, but he says here, "Mike, trying to get those individual ferrules straight is for masochists. These string retainer blocks really put a smile on my face. Thank you." And he included a picture of his latest build. Thank you, John. I think your build looks great, and the string block looks right at home. So that's my take on string ferrules and the solution that I came up with. But I'd love to know what you do. Are you a fan of Leo's design? Or did you find another way to tackle the problem? Let me know.